What is up? What up? What up? Episode 65. Gotta turn my volume down here. Of the Let Me Know show. Kent's over there doing something, but he'll be with us momentarily. Hey, Zeus and Brother Vance down there. How you guys doing?
Set up.
Not
Let me
bad.
set up.
You guys all right? Since the world's not falling apart.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
World's not
We're
falling
doing
apart, so we're good.
I'm not going to talk much about that, but I'm
Yeah,
glad
let's
the
not.
world's not falling apart, and that's all I
Right.
got to say about that. Kent, there you are. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I told you to let me set up, and you didn't.
You were thinking forever, amigo.
I took like 3 seconds.
I honestly
seconds
didn't
too
hear you.
long.
My bad. I'm half deaf.
I know.
Let's see who we
Yeah,
got
we're
out
here.
there. Will from 217 Python's one of the sponsors. What's up,
What up,
dude?
Sleepy?
Appreciate the support.
Oh,
What's up, Will?
Ro,
What up, bro?
What up, bro?
What up?
Come on, buddy.
What's up, bro?
Freddie!
What up, Fred?
What up,
Fred.
Fred? Thanks for coming in, Fred.
What up, Fred?
Appreciate you. Of course, you know I'm double dipping. I always double dip.
Right.
What up, Josh? How's it going?
What up,
If you
Josh?
haven't heard, I mentioned it, that I'm going to be putting together an auction. I'm going to give it a little bit of a time because Bosa just had an auction, but we're going to be doing a benefit auction for Josh down at Having a Ball Pythons. He suffered some major flooding down there with the hurricanes and stuff, and we're just trying to help a brother out. So stay tuned. Brother Keys.
What up,
Thanks for
Keys?
stopping in.
What up, Keys?
parents. Our Yankees suck.
Brave.
What up,
What up,
Brave?
dude? Thanks for coming in. Always appreciate your support.
So I know when I talked to you earlier, Ken, I was like, I don't want to do another one of these auctions and benefit things, right? I'm focused more on sales. I think I might actually have some.
What up, James?
So
I'll put up some
Hey,
clips.
every little contribution, even if it ain't much, it's going into the community to someone that's part of the community. It's just to be greatly appreciated. I mean,
yeah, I mean, for me, longest times I was always there. Anybody had something, I will store credit, stickers, shirts, snakes,
Double.
and I'm getting to the point now where it's like I'm actually selling these fuckers, and it's like,
Right.
you know what, I still have to, do that. So let me think about it. See how these shows go.
What's up, dude?
See what I have
Cool.
left over, and what I can
James?
move off for a good cause.
From
Stud.
Stan. What up, dude? Well, Kent, it would be appreciated, but if you don't, I still appreciate you.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably not going to be a credit because
We still love you, buddy.
that's cheap, right? Like, oh, you do a credit. I got
What
like
up,
$1,000 worth of credits out there, and
Upstate.
ultimately it falls on that person to buy from them.
Yo.
If they don't, they don't, and it's
What up, Patrick?
no skin off of my
What up, Pat?
teeth. So I think
What's up, Matt?
I'll put up a breeder female.
The homie Jay.
What it
Yeah.
is, I don't know yet.
What's up, sir?
So
What's up, Jay?
Hope all is well.
and
look at this.
giving the timing of it,
Ryan,
I
some little
think it'd be
kitties in there.
something that just
What
laid.
up,
So,
Ryan?
What up,
What's up,
Ryan?
Ryan?
it might be that bongo girl.
He's
I'll
got a
put up
couple
some
of my
snakes.
mystery snakes that he might be messing with down there. Chucky! What's
What
up, dude?
Chucky?
Chucky Madrid.
What's up, beard
How's
guy?
it going? There's
What's
Love
up,
a
Jay?
Girl.
I see you there.
Love a Girl's in here. We ain't gonna make
So
a big deal about
I know these two guys aren't. Ken, you going to Gettysburg?
it.
What's up, Don? How you doing, brother?
95% sure I'm
What up,
going to
John?
Gettysburg. What up, Forge fam? There's John. There's a lot of people going to Gettysburg. And while we're talking about Gettysburg, I was just informed I wore this tonight because of it. Glenn from 419. He recently he was kind of getting out, but then I guess
I saw him
hanging
like
in
as
there.
an addendum on the vendor list.
And he's coming to Gettysburg, so it'll be nice to catch up with him and the 80 other people. I mean, Jay from
All right,
Green
Jay,
Line,
I'll see you there.
Nate from NKZ, the normals like Jeremy and Chris and Nathan from Infinite Pythons. Like Gettysburg's a good show.
Yeah, I mean, the bunch of us will be there. To my knowledge so far, Chris Eaton from Snakes and the Fat Man will be
Chris
there.
Eaton's going to be there. I talked to him as well. He said he was going to be there.
I guess he's a celebrity person that's going to be there.
I wouldn't
Obviously,
say he's a celebrity. I mean,
Yeah.
but he's
most of the times, Ozzy
like
from
elite.
Ozzy Boys will be there, as he's
What
a
up,
show
Mission?
sponsor.
John,
So
Mission
if you get the
Dude.
opportunity to pin him down, do.
There's a double dipper.
I always like when Ozzy's walking around tables doing the look, and then you see his eyes
There's
get
a
big.
little sis.
Um,
What up, Casey? Hope all is well.
What's up, Paul?
There. I skipped him. We got Polly from Large Mars Morse. What's up, Paul?
What up, Paul?
Going?
I see
Paulie bag
Brave
of
over there.
donuts.
But who said donuts?
Who's got donuts? I like donuts.
Don't even mention food right now, okay? I am so stuffed from earlier.
Stan said he'll be up. Justin said he'll be in tonight. But
Oh,
got
will
a
he?
couple
Or is
topics
he
I
gonna be
wanna-
like late as hell
Dude,
as usual?
well,
I'm like-
Justin. He's fashionably late. I mean, that's him. The
Fashionably,
pretty boy.
I'm interested to
Man's
see.
MIA.
I'm interested to see what the show does. I mean, obviously, it's the usual suspects that are going to be there. But what else can people bring to the table, right? Like I'll have isopods and dubia. I'm pretty sure. Variety of ball pythons, but what's going to sell?
Right?
If we're all competing with each other in the ball python market. Are
My
prices-
mentor, Chris from CNR Reptiles, is vending down there. So if you see him,
cool.
tell him LMK says, "What's up?" Tell him I talk about
I'll
it.
give him the truffle.
Maybe he'll give me some better price on rats here and there. Well, now I can't ask for a better price. Dude already gives me a hell of a deal. I couldn't do it without him. But just say LMK says what's up. We're pretty much all caught up. There's no one new in the chat. Got a couple of topics I want to touch base on tonight. Did you guys ever hear or know who Jeff Leibowitz is?
This guy again.
No.
No.
So he's the guy.
Well,
This Titan won't bite me. Bites him.
he's the idiot that free handles some venomous snakes, and he got bit. And he was documenting this whole thing about he was in the hospital and this and that and that and this. But what really wanted to make me touch base on this, I mean, we're not going to stay on it long because I don't think he deserves to be glorified at all.
No.
It took 9 vials of the Taipan anti-venom to reverse the effect to keep this piece of trash alive.
Oh, that idiot? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And well, pause for the cops.
Shield your eyes, baby girl. Shield your eyes.
I
She got one
muted.
snuck on her. But,
My bad that you guys get to see the pre-recorded truffle shuffle.
I could give him the double. I mean, if you really want.
No double whammy. Hey, look, you're already scarring her to death. Come on, Ken.
But back to the topic at hand. It took 9 vials.
I mean, that is a lot for.
anti-venom.
So
And
if
from my understanding, Taipan's venom, anti-venom, isn't something that is we have a lot of. And
not available
it
much.
took every
Vial
stock
was available.
that they had
Yeah.
from, I believe, North Carolina.
North Carolina has a pretty good zoo, right? And I would
Yeah, but
assume
they have no
if they're-
taipan venom now because
they have a
it
good
was
zoo.
used.
They have a taipan, whatever
A taipan.
variety it is. So I mean, those handlers need to have those vials available just in case, right? Because you never know.
Yeah.
Do you think that idiot did? No. So, but he's sitting there free
I
handling,
don't
going, "No,
think
this
that
just
idiot
won't bite
cared.
me."
That idiot cared more about his social media and whatever. I'm doing this, and apparently he's going to be the next Tiger King. What I've heard on the internet, I can't trust anything on the fucking internet anymore, whether it's true or not. But if this is going to be a thing where somebody's going to do a documentary on this guy, and he's going to be the litmus test for us in a hobby,
No,
awful.
no. A taipan is a venomous snake from Japan.
Like,
I think it's
remember
from,
what
like,
Joe
Japan
Exotic did? Yeah, it was
area.
nice to watch, right? See this crazy
We
guy.
don't claim him.
I don't know, man. Look, if you're gonna deal with hots, you need to have everything in place to deal with them.
Yes.
And if you're dealing with them, and I show up to your place, it better be immaculate.
Well,
don't have
it better
any-
be a nice day because I
I
mean,
don't have anything currently. I have a tarantula. It's venomous. But I don't have anything currently that is venomous, rear fang venomous, or anything like that. Have I had some things in the past? Yes. Were they native? Yes. So that's not my concern. If I get bit by a copperhead here or a copperhead outside, my hospitals are ready for that.
yes, it is, Patrick.
It's because of stupidity. Yep.
Stupidity. I mean, if they really want to glorify the stupidity of this guy, then they'll glorify anything. Because I mean, like you said, if you're gonna take the responsibility of owning any kind of hot, any kind of venomous, like even the poisonous snakes out there, it's poisonous and
There's
venomous.
one because it eats something that's poisonous. It's also venomous. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
but even if you have that thing, like you should really do your research and look into how to supply. If you're not doing it yourself, maybe you could take your animal to a facility that extracts the venom and makes the antivenom.
Right.
It's not going to help. I mean, I in Pennsylvania, I can legally own an eyelash viper in most every other freaking hot.
Bosa.
I want an
What's up, my
eyelash
brother?
because they look amazing,
That's the way, dude.
right? The blues, the yellows, the greens, whatever. They're cool looking animals. But could that thing kill me? Yes. And does that scare me from owning it? Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't even know if our native rattlesnakes and copperhead can kill me. I don't know if I'm allergic to that venom. It may
That
just be
too.
a slap on the wrist and whatever, I deal with it or I die. And that no animal is worth
I'd
it.
vote for him.
I had a Savannah monitor that bit me, and now they're not venomous, right? But they do have an anticoagulant in their saliva.
Bacteria.
And when that thing bit me years ago, my arm felt like two balloons, Pink Floyd, right? It wouldn't stop. My thumb wouldn't stop bleeding. I was on the phone with poison control, like everybody, calling Kevin McCurley like he's going to have a fucking answer to pick up. I mean, it sucked. And that was just a monitor lizard that's commonly traded. But I did have an allergic reaction to it.
I can't be second.
My own stupidity,
We
right?
got to up that campaign in 2028.
But yeah, I mean, you have to be careful and you know what you're dealing with. I've dealt with a lot of animals
Brother Stan.
over the course of my
Oh,
life.
what up, Stan?
From the
What's going
benign
on,
to,
everybody?
alligators. Know what you're dealing with. Know how to read them and be responsible when you are handling them.
Absolutely. I just don't like seeing free handling of venomous snakes. I mean,
I
I know
Yeah, I ain't
Chandler
getting nowhere near
and
them shits.
Tyler Nolan, and they have
there's no reason to.
years
There's
of
no
experience.
reason.
You still see a hook in their hand. You still see a glove on their hand every once in a while. You know what I mean? They still take precautions here and there, and they've been doing it and been, well versed and trained for years. I
What's
just,
good,
I don't
chat?
think it's a good look for the hobby.
I go out. I go out for
Just like
hots
my
and
girl
goes,
just said.
I am still
There-
scared shitless of every one of them. The two that I have encountered, Massasauga, I've never seen because it's endemic to like one part. That's a pygmy rattle. But the other two,
Pygmy rattlers. They're down
yeah,
here
I mean,
all
they're
over
really
the
cool.
place.
You wouldn't
They're
think they
all
could
over
kill
Florida.
you, but they might. And even like we have snapping turtles in Pennsylvania. I'm not gonna pick one up. I know what they can do. You seen that fucker bite the hot dog?
What's up, Shauna? Thanks for coming in.
What up, Sean?
I have no
Shauna.
desire to mess with a snapping turtle. Them things are just straight, flat out mean. They don't want you to
No,
touch
I'm
it.
good,
They're
man.
gonna try to
We catch them. We catch them going for flatheads and catfish, right?
So
It's like, ooh, no. Can we
even
shoot it?
even the guys down here that have venomous license, because you still can. You have to get it's like considered like an extreme license. So pretty much at that point, you can have pretty much anything you want.
Right, but I
So
mean,
every year they have to take a picture. So they have to take it out and take a picture of every single one and send it in. So if you
Jeez.
have like cobras, you actually have to take the cobra out and get him flat and hood up. So like not so where his head is like up, but he has to be laying flat and you have to push down on him so his hood will pop out. And they have to take a picture of every single one of those, bro. But I've seen some videos of him doing it, and
so
like
what
it's
are-
all
what are your
about
Just
they're
like my
not
girl.
doing it freehand.
Yeah,
It's
What
all
are
I
your
still
thoughts on that, right?
what's
My
that?
girl just said the best comment. She just texted me. She was like, "Those are not pets. Those are Satan's glizzies."
But I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Like, if we as a community have to prove to the government, whomever, that we can care for these animals and do it appropriately, because I know that's been a big thing, especially this week. Given what's going on in the country, government intrusion, government, like I think, in my opinion, I have to prove to everybody else out there that I can handle these animals and they're safe, and I'm fine with that.
You can try to prove to the government that you can do it, but there's always going to be that one dumb fuck that will fuck it up for everybody.
Oh, I'm
Hold
sure.
on.
I mean, just like there's that one dumb fuck that fucks it up.
That's where everybody fails to realize. Everybody blames it on the government. Yo, the fucking people are the government. We pay them, bro. We're the government, man. The people are ourselves. It's not them, bro.
I
Like
actually
everybody's
kinda,
like the government. We
self-policing.
elect them, we put them in office, we hire them, we fucking fire them. That's how it works, bro.
Well, we
So
just did a
if you
big
don't
fire
want your
too, so
fucking
we're
tax
good.
dollars going to something else, you fire them people, man. That's how it works, bro. It's we the people, not we the government. But everybody just falls in line like
I
it's
actually
we the
brought that up
government.
to
It's not
to
fucking
like
we
sort
the
of
government.
seg into our next
Yeah,
topic.
man.
Because it
Justice
does
for
involve
Peanut.
government
God
overreach,
damn.
right? Justice for Peanut.
Where'd Sam
What
go?
that scroll ever do, man?
I'm
Damn.
here.
Well,
It's still here.
So
I'm here.
for me, I was at a wedding when all this stuff came to social media light, and I don't really follow too many people. So my understanding of the situation was this guy
Well, I
had
know this. I know what happened. It's just like that. Just
a
sucks that it
legitimate
happened.
rescue, right?
Yeah, it was a rescue,
Now,
dude. Like for real.
I don't know if the legality side of things, if permits and all that stuff were pulled, whatever. But on the base surface, it seems like this guy had a legitimate rescue, animal rescue, right? 501c3, all that stuff. And the internet got butthurt that he had a fucking squirrel and a raccoon, and they came and euthanized him. And that's messed up. If he's legitimate, he legitimately had everything, was doing it on the up and up. I mean, I initially my reaction was, oh, he's a rescue, like so many people are on social media where they take in animals and whatnot, right? Oh, I'm
You know,
arrested. I'm just rehoming, cheap animals.
You know, it started on something else, right? They went there because they were quote unquote filming porn.
So filming porn.
They have an OnlyFans. So in return, when they couldn't really do anything else, the retaliation was to seize the animals.
But again,
so yeah, it's not right to the animals because he is a rescue, 100%. So at that point, it's like I have a license.
It's egregious.
I'm a rescue, and now you're gonna take what I rescued. Like it's something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna pay for that because he's licensed, man. There's like that's
and what I
mean,
saw,
it's kind of like what happened here in Florida. You know what I mean?
Oh, with
they were licensed.
Big,
they were licensed.
The boa that.
Yeah. Once again, they were licensed, so something is going to be retaliation somewhere along the line. It's not gonna bring the animal back and justify what happened. But
if I'm the one that's going to be, charged with enforcing these laws and regulations, whatever they may be, whether or not we agree with them, I better be able to identify the animals, right? If you screw up a boa for a retic, that's horrible.
Very true. Very true.
So
it's like me calling out a leopard gecko and me calling it a freaking ball python.
Yeah, but that's just uneducated. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're not uneducated, and you're the ones enforcing
on every wild animal.
Yeah, but the problem is like you would think, since it isn't, wildlife control type deal, supposedly they would have better knowledge of recognizing animals.
But you know how many times,
and it's kind of like the report that I seen
shit.
earlier about the ball mating. I've never heard berms balling up and mating, but I have heard of anacondas doing it. Anacondas, it'll be one female and like 15 males. So, but I've never heard the other one.
I do think there's a lot of misinformation about, these animals that we love, right? They're scary, right? They were in the Bible, or some shit like that. But you gotta, if you're gonna be enforcing this stuff, you have to be able to identify what you're enforcing. Like if I just stroll up to some, Justin's house, he's got retics. No, they're ball pythons. Like it's a huge thing, right? No, I'm not talking about misidentifying a subtle, subspecies of something, right?
Right.
It gets more nuanced as we break it down. Like, we look at like ferrets and weasels and shit like that. Like, there's a bunch of things that are
Oh shit! Look at this guy.
Look at the devil.
What up?
About time.
It's the kind of touch base with Stan said. February 21st this year in Collier County, Florida, they basically put a tracking device in a male berm and followed its kind of way, and it led them to what a mating ball, a berm python or Burmese python.
Never
11 snakes together, over 500 pounds, 10 males trying to mate one female that was tangled together.
I'm telling you, bro. I bet I'm gonna put my money on it. They were anacondas, bro. I'll put my money on it.
Oh, I mean, big snakes.
I'm gonna put my money on it because I've never.
I think there was pictures there.
Those are the only. From what I've seen and watching, documentaries on snakes, the only snakes that I've ever seen in a ball is anacondas.
Of the big,
it would be one female, and the rest are all males. And I mean, when they say they're in a ball, they're all like knotted together in a ball.
Usually underwater.
Correct. They're maybe not all the way underwater. They're more like in a swampy type. Not real deep water, but in water.
I know garters will do a breeder ball.
Yeah, they do.
But all this is like, oh, a big snake's a big snake, right? It's misidentifying stuff, and we have to be smart about it. Especially the people
Have
that
you
we
not
put in
realized there's
power
a
to
lot of
enforce these
stupid
things.
people though?
Hold on, I got a
Love
picture of it. I'm gonna put it up. Hold on.
There's a lot of stupid people in this world, bro.
Take a screenshot.
What's really going on in here? I don't know, Banna.
But no, I will say, Stan, anacondas are the one of the species also that will go find the male and then eat them after she's done with them. So she'll get
I've
pregnant
never
by the
heard
male
that.
and then eat them.
What
I
it
believe
does?
So what you're saying is, that the male gets just doop.
pretty much she'll choose
Yeah.
you,
Like it's a fucking
you to
praying
have the baby with, and then after she has her moment with you, she's done. You're
So
done.
you nut and you
Oh,
die. God.
So
damn.
Nick says that berms do breeder balls based on Google, which is going to do the aggregate of the AI of whatever the hell is going on in the world, which may or may not be true.
That's crazy.
Yeah, therefore, by eating one or more of the males after mating, they gain
Okay, so
and that's what I thought too. They'll gain the nutrients from the male that they need. For
Like they're a tarantula or a black widow. I've never seen that in like anything aside from like king snakes or like snakes that eat other snakes.
Yeah, and
so they found this ball of snakes together, and you're telling me out of everybody there, not one person took a picture.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
getting to it.
pictures.
Hold on.
There's no photo evidence. Come on, break it out, Ken. What are you doing, man? Get with the
Hey,
program.
did you guys hear down in South Carolina, like some lab had monkeys get out?
Oh
Monkeys
yeah, I
are
heard that
invasive
shit.
now. Ban all exotics.
What kind of
Because
monkeys?
some lab fucked up. I'm sick of it.
What kind of monkeys?
I don't know, capuchins.
Hey, now we're
racing
talking.
monkeys, whatever they use in like medical trials.
So we have
those
loose monkeys that got
medical,
loose in here in
medical
Florida.
trials or for people who need them.
I don't know. They could be emotional support monkeys.
Well,
eventually.
So capuchin monkeys, they train for paraplegics, people and kids that are paralyzed from the neck down. And
Maybe in Florida.
those capuchins will legitly, dude, they will go make you food in the microwave,
breeding
go to
ball.
the refrigerator,
That
get your
dude
stuff.
ain't even fucking there. Yeah. So I gotta say this.
I like this. Where'd you find that picture at, Ken?
If you look up, if you just Google search February 21st Collier County breeder ball, it'll give you the article, and you click on it, and
And that's what's there. Like, see, I can't even trust that because it doesn't look natural, right? Look at the light on the snakes, right? The sun is shining at like 8 different places. And the dude looks like he just photoshopped there.
It kind of looks like the one might even be a red tail because it's got like
how'd you find it?
On the internet, where everything is gospel and
so
truth.
Google search February
looks
21st Collier County breeder ball.
So I say this because
and then click on the first article that comes up.
Go watch the Swamp People series that went over to like get berms in the Everglades. And you got like Jay Ketchum or something like that grabbing he grabs, I'm not gonna lie, a berm that's this big, 100 pounds. It's all the fucking scare tactics and shit. This snake is 10 pounds.
Yeah, but that's also a snake in the wild that you're coming on its territory. I
don't care. I picked up snakes in the wild. Most of the time they don't bite.
That's the thing. How come none of those are striking at his ass though?
Like it looked like they were filming stuff for like antagonizing the snake, getting it to bite him. Going, oh. And most of the time, the snakes in the wild are just, I don't want to deal with you.
Yeah, I mean, they just want to strike at you to get you away from it, to scare you, to get you away.
In my 35 years, I've been bitten by some garter snakes because I picked them up and they mussed me, and like 2 water snakes, really. Because I mess with them. I've never had a, going to grab, if I grab any of my ball pythons like that by the head, they're going to be pissed off.
They're going to freak out. Absolutely.
I hate the dramatization of it. And, I bring up movies like Anaconda, right? That was an awful depiction of an anaconda. But, even snakes on a plane, you had, harmless corn snakes killing people. It's just, I don't know why we're scared of this stuff.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know, back to the free peanut thing, do you realize that was 5 minutes from the Pennsylvania border? It was right on it. I mean, that's right in our backyard, and we have
small state, but yeah. I mean, what or
kick people kicking indoors,
draw
and euthanize animals. I mean, just because, whether there was porn there or not, if it was child porn, it shouldn't have been the animals that got, hurt. It should have been the dude.
But again, just because you have a social media presence and any whack job can call you out for whatever without merit, and
it was him and his wife, Ken.
You get swatted.
Him and his wife.
Well, then okay. How many people out there how many girls, women, good looking women have OnlyFans page out there, and they sell videos with them playing with themselves and stuff? That still don't give them the right in my mind to go in and kill animals.
I agree with you 100%.
They killed him because that animal couldn't survive in the wild because it was used to, being taken care of. So
I don't
that guy to have
hold
it,
on. So I don't know if that's true. I have a friend of mine that will find squirrels in trees or fell down, and he'll raise those things up and have them for 2, damn near 3 years, bro. To the point where he go out on the porch, it'll run up the tree, it'll come back to him, and then one day it just goes up the tree and it never comes back.
It goes
because they're still wild,
But he still takes it outside, lets it run into the tree, and dude, that thing will run right back down the tree, right back on him, want to go right back in the house, and then, like I said, one day it's just boop, see you later, bye, gotta go. I get it. I get what they always say. It's not going to survive in the wild. But even if you take your dog, you love your dog, you feed your dog every day, you take him out. If you let that dog go outside, bro, and don't worry about him, he'll go find food. He'll find a place to stay and lay where it's warm. It's just animal instinct is what I call it. You know what I mean?
Adaptation. We all adapt.
And I'm not saying snakes, for instance, they get out in the wild. Yeah, they might get out in the wild, but where, what states do they live in? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to have up in New York, you're going to have rattlesnakes and stuff like that, but they live more in the mountains. So they get in those mountains, they go deep, bro. They'll go deep in that cave to where the temperature stays the same all year long.
Yeah.
Right. And as soon as summer
you only got to go
it's
10, maybe 15 feet deep.
Yeah, well, 8 feet. You could build a greenhouse, go down 8 feet, put tubing down 8 feet,
65,
and your greenhouse to stay temperature all winter long.
Yep.
Bosa, they don't come back because it came lunch.
I've seen that.
Well, it's a good possibility.
Yeah, that's a good possibility too, Bosa.
Maya, chill out.
That hawk might be hanging out on the fence waiting, hold on a minute.
Especially
Ken's slacking over. I got you, Jesus. What you holding there?
Yeah,
put it up a little closer.
OD spot knows Mojave, head clown girl.
Oh yeah.
Up here, there's an eagle sanctuary, so we got eagles flying around.
Is that one you produce?
No, this one came from Billy, I believe. I've gotten too many.
Let me get out my notebook. Let me get out my notebook.
I've gotten a lot of snakes. Okay, came from Billy.
He don't know. Look at him.
Okay.
See?
Yes, no.
I think.
He's like,
Never
let me
know.
double check the tag.
I think I was just playing with him, playing with her. Just like, get your boat back in there.
But yeah, I mean, each state has its different wildlife,
Oh, my
laws.
foot fell asleep.
But-
Ouch.
If you're going to keep an animal because you found it
They're off
injured
camera.
as a baby, I know, and you're going to raise it.
Foot fell
I
hard
don't think
taken.
there's a problem with keeping it. I mean, you're not hurting the population by keeping one. Like around here, there's probably 10 people I know that got a pet raccoon. I mean,
We had one for a while.
you could pet it. I
You
mean,
can pick up things and stuff.
back
That's
where I
actually
grew up,
pretty
someone kept a bear from a baby cub, and that thing's like a big teddy bear. I mean, it don't hurt nothing. Now they got it declawed, but they give it all the meat at once. So I mean,
They got a declawed bear. That's awesome.
what's up, Carissa?
What's up, Chris?
We
It's
need an
declawed
anteater.
anti-fang,
We
like the
need
big
an
fangs are
anteater.
out,
Oh heck
but
yeah!
it's still got.
With the monkeys,
too.
people
They
will
take that out to the vet.
with the monkeys, people will have their pet monkeys all their teeth removed. When we were at
Well,
the
Yeah,
Once-
well, so there's an age that you got to do it. So I know, like with the capuchins that they train, it's usually at age 4. You take them in, and they'll pull all their teeth. So this way, if they do go crazy, they might bite you, but it's only their gums. You know what I mean? It's not
Right.
like because I'm not gonna lie, man. They got fangs on them like damn dogs, bro. They ain't like little doggy teeth. They
Rip your
got some,
face apart.
yeah, bro.
they'll take your face off.
And I
They'll
ain't
rip
gonna
your
lie,
face-
like you look at a capuchin and you look at those little arms and you're like, man, that thing can't be that strong.
That's
Bro,
strong.
when they grab onto something, bro, they grab onto it. And if they want it bad enough, they ain't letting go. It's either you're playing tug of war or he's getting it. I'm telling you, they strong, bro. Ask
see some of
Justin, that little one Justin picked up at the show in Atlanta, bro. All he did was grab its arm and that thing was like, come here. Like real quick, like, yeah, I'll hang out with you. Like,
I want a
real
monkey
fast, bro.
so
And
bad, bro.
that
I want
thing's
a monkey
arms
so
was
bad.
I
man,
want
that
one,
thing's
but
arms wasn't only like maybe an inch
I've
around.
been bit by an old person with no teeth.
There you go. What up, Rudy?
I was thinking all gums and no teeth.
Yeah, I want a monkey.
Yeah, gums could still hurt, but not as bad.
Those I did. I definitely.
They ain't gonna tear you all up.
All
Yeah,
I
you
know is
also
I ain't
gotta
getting
remember
no.
with a monkey, you gotta when you get up, you gotta give them a bath. You gotta if you're gonna have them around the house, you gotta have a diaper on them all day long. Then you
Also
know,
gonna be
just like a
swinging
little
shit
baby,
everywhere.
you gotta change his diaper. If not, man, look, you'll have shit on the walls, shit on you, shit on the person that walks in the door. Yeah, bro.
Shit everywhere.
And the cage you got to get for him is not that hard. It's just like a wire, but the wire has like that
Has to be.
rubber coating around it.
Yeah, rubber thick ass coat.
Yeah, it's like that real thick black coated wire.
All I know is
You know what
I ain't buying
That's
no
what you build their
goddamn
cage
monkey.
out of.
No,
I
those
will-
monkeys
I will-
you got aim too. They'll hit you with a turd.
I'm
man.
just barring the windows and putting padlocks on the bedroom, and there's your bedroom, bro.
All right, I mean, hey, if that's the route you want to go,
Put some stuff on the walls, hang some ropes across, from the room and shit. He can hang around and stuff in the whole room, and you got a whole bedroom set up. For
I
him,
can
bro.
see it now. Justin opens up the door. Whop! There goes a wad right in his eyeball. What's up, Dad? What's up, Dad?
When
Good
you
morning.
walk in the room.
I ain't gonna have no damn monkey. No
I
monkey. no
I
nothing.
wouldn't do it because of all the animals I have now. If I didn't have, half of what I had now, I would, but it's a lot of time and a lot of work. So you
I
gotta.
mean, I love them to death.
Oh,
but
here,
they
here comes
are-
Nick with his
they
Bama
are some
internet.
work.
What's up, Nick?
And now
What
we
up,
can't
Nick?
even
We
hear
can't
him.
hear you. We can't hear you.
Hey, Alabama, we can't hear you, Alabama. Say something.
That's that roll tide internet shit.
Can you hear
Yeah.
that?
That's
No,
that roll
we
tide
don't hear
internet.
you.
Is that loud enough for you?
Yep, your
Yeah,
roll
we can
tide
hear
internet.
Your lips are moving.
Back to
We
what
don't see you
Justin was
coming out.
saying about the monkey room. That's my bedroom.
Huh?
We can't hear
When the
you.
ropes swing,
We can't hear you.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You can hear me. If you can't hear me, you better fucking think about what I'm saying very hard.
We don't
ain't
read
saying
lips.
shit.
What are you thinking of?
What have you been saying the whole time? Because I don't know what you're saying over there.
He's thinking about his receding hairline.
Hey, you keep laughing, Kent. It'll happen to you one day too.
Leave
I'm
Hulk
laughing.
Hogan out of
Look at
this.
this
damn it.
luscious hair up here. It ain't going nowhere. It's tight.
You say
to the roof.
Ken.
He's almost got that
You
Eddie
say Ken,
Munster
not
front
Ken.
right there, Ken. You almost got that
Oh,
Eddie
like
Munster
Benji.
front.
No, I was
Sorry.
talking
I
about
did-
Kent.
I don't know what Benji's
Oh, you were
got.
talking about
Benji's
Ken?
got his own
I do.
hairstyle.
I have an Eddie Munster hairline. Like I
Hey.
can pull it way back here.
Look at that. There
But
it
that
is.
is
Oh,
just my
widow's
hairline.
peak. Look, your widow's peaking.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
been like that all my life. So there ain't no.
I
peak.
can't
That's just how it is.
procrastinate on getting these isopods set up anymore, so I'm
Ooh, my isopods. My
You
little old
roly-poly?
isopods.
You got your
Right.
roly-polies?
they fucking sell.
Hell yeah.
No, they
That's all
don't.
that matters.
Yeah, they do.
That's all that matters, Ken. They sell.
Yeah,
That's
they
all
do.
that matters.
Oh
Which
shit.
ones do you got over there? You got pandas? What you got? Kent?
I got powder oranges, little C's, and dairy cows.
Hell yeah. Some dairy cows. Some little moo
We
cows.
could hit a sensitive spot talking about hairlines with Jesus up there.
Hey,
We heard
mira,
you're
ya,
sensitive.
ya vas a empezar con eso. Mira, go to timeout. You're on timeout now.
Did he just speak Spanish? What did he just say? Y'all like I see like what was that?
He said he's got a hairline on his chin, just not on the top of his head.
Head.
Well,
That's
you know,
just
hey
like
Zeus,
I
Timeout.
don't have a hairline.
Timeout.
hey
Time
Zeus,
out.
that just means that you have to work that extra hard, that more hard, you know. It sucks. I'm right there with you, but it means that we have to have a big well, I can't say that, but just know I know where you're at, brother. I know where you're at.
I'll mail you some toupees. Get the glue on.
I mean, I got enough hair for both of y'all. I mean, I can
I'm good,
tell you
man.
something.
I'm good.
It's all right. I don't need it.
I'll keep rocking the ball. Look, I'm good.
No,
I
Jesus,
mean,
you
Nick
look
probably
good
would
with
look
red
good
hair.
in red hair because he's a redhead. But I don't know how it would look on you, Jesus.
No, I'm good. I don't need more hair.
Redheaded
I got
next.
plenty of hair everywhere else.
No, just put like
my
It's like, what kind of hair you
the
want?
hair
You want
here.
straight or you want curly? I got some down there too. I'll hook you up with.
Death to gingers.
You want the carpet or you want the drapes?
Mike can pull out some dreadlocks
in the eye.
for you too. Shit.
You ain't poking me in the eye.
Well, if your pubic hairs weren't curled, they would. They'd poke you in the face, the eye, mouth.
Oh my
Get that
god.
shit out of here.
We can't talk about that because y'all will end up kicking me off this panel. So let's move on. I'm a dirty ass motherfucker, and I don't even want to get
Oh, we
started
know that,
on
Nick. You don't even
on
need
no
to say that.
butthole,
We know.
pube,
We know.
all that shit. I don't
Yeah.
even want to get started on it
Oh,
because I can go.
We know.
I can go. You know what I'm saying? Like I will go on a fucking.
Let's not.
Tan.
On a different note.
What did he say?
This Sunday, I'll
You don't
be
wanna
vending
know.
my first show. I'll be vending my first show this Sunday.
Come on.
Nice.
Come
Oh yeah.
on.
That's what's up. Heck yeah.
It's
Where,
a
where,
little,
where?
It's a little
Where?
show. It's
Where?
up here, like in town, like 10, 15 minutes away from me. It's called Suicest.
That's awesome.
All right,
Hey,
listen.
Oh, you're going
you
to Surfest.
hold
All
on.
right.
Jesus, how much was the table?
Everybody, hold up. Hey Zeus, throw
Yeah.
that info out there, bro. In case somebody in the replay gang watches where it's
Oh
at,
yeah. So
what day it is, so everybody knows, man.
let me see. I'll
That's
post
the
the
one
link
in
on
Wisconsin,
the
right?
chat.
That's-
Yeah, it's up here. I'm gonna be vending
Yeah.
with I will be vending with Wiz this
Nice.
Sunday.
Yeah. Good luck.
Hell yeah.
Heck
Come
yeah.
on. Good luck, homie. Definitely good luck.
Yeah, man.
Put that info up. Put that info.
I'm coming.
Let's go.
Hey, if you
There's a
guys
show.
got any
There's a
problems-
show in Alabama.
What?
You
I
know,
ain't going
for all
down
y'all
there.
We're at in
Alabama
Alabama.
people.
All right, we'll
wanting
get
to
you with
come
the
on down to the
Who's got
Roll
the
Tide
sirens
Estate.
going? Who got the police showing up at their door?
Yeah, hold on.
Damn.
I'll be right back.
I said, damn, I heard the police roll up hard.
Have you guys had any problems with Cash App, like making payments where it won't? You try to pay somebody, and it's not taking.
A couple weeks ago, it
I'm
wouldn't
back.
let
House is on
me
fire on the corner.
accept
It's
the
okay.
payment from someone, and I talked to a couple people about it.
Oh yeah, it's Marine Corps
If
birthday
this
today.
person is
This
trying to
Sunday. Yeah, I
send
forgot about
money,
that shit.
like a breeder, that has a good rapport, because I contacted Cash App and said, well, because this happened, the sale didn't go through. And they said that if people get like constant complaints about, like, saying if they sold an animal and didn't get the money, or they tried to pay for an animal and it went through and then it didn't, they'll red flag them people, and then they won't let them send or receive money. So that person that you was either trying to send or receive money from might be trying to, do some bullshit.
Might be in the red flag gang, is what he's
That's
saying.
the answer I got from Cash App.
Okay.
So I posted the link up for the.
Yep.
I had that.
What day you gonna be there? Sunday?
I'm still here.
Sunday.
Where's it at?
It's up here in Sturtevant. It's like 10, 15. Well, 10 minutes for me, 15 for regular people. But yeah, it's held at a little fountain hall where they usually have gun shows and Sewerfest shows. And it happens like 4 times a year. What's that? Yeah, it happens about 4 times a year.
Lives in Alabama, Nick.
I know, Vanna. Where do you live? Where do you live, Vanna?
Not in Alabama.
Well, God damn it. Ain't she in the South?
Nope. She's in the North.
If you want to see where that
let me tell you
is,
something. If you want to cross that Mason-Dixon, you come on down and we'll give you a good time.
Hey.
I ain't crossing no
In all
Mason.
seriousness, the Mason-Dixon line is
Staying
like
up here.
5 minutes south of Pennsylvania. So
she said she's not going.
Yeah, that's like just south of Pennsylvania.
It's like you hit Maryland, and like 5 minutes later, you get Crab in Old Bay.
And y'all who pop in on Saturday for the podcast, on Saturday for Sophisticated Ignorance, I will be there momentarily, and then I'm being MIA the rest of the time period. So
you gonna go get some hickeys, huh?
bingo. Because then
That's after dinner. That's after dinner.
Baby girl's gonna be here for Sunday, so she'll be
Uh-oh.
watching my kiddo while I go vend.
So you're having dessert Sunday, right? That's enough said.
Dessert.
Uh-oh.
Now that's the main course and dessert. What you talking about, homie?
She said no, she's not.
Ooh.
She said no, she's not crossing no line.
Oh, she's talking about the whole coming down south.
Yeah, I know. She's talking to old Knickerbocker over there.
Yeah, don't nobody love Nick. Everybody hates on me because I live in Alabama. You know what I got to say to that? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I don't give a fuck.
Goddamn, boy, fix that goddamn internet, bro. Good Lord.
The only people on PA know about that.
1, 2, 3,
Turn me up.
No, my
Man,
about
you
muted.
better know about that Mason-Dixon line, girl.
They don't know about it. And them new age Yankees, they don't know about the Mason-Dixon.
That's that banjo music.
Remember that time that guy in the Rocky movie?
I was born on the other side of that Mason-Dixon line, the south side.
Nice.
I ain't never left. I ain't never been out of the southeast.
Oh well, you gotta take some adventures, Nick. You gotta
Yeah,
stop. You gotta get out from underneath that rock. See what
Get
the
on a
world's
damn
about.
plane.
I might get, if I do ever get on a plane, I'm coming to California to Vance's house, and he knows why.
Just
and I think
drive
everyone
across
in
the
our
state,
knows
bro.
why.
Oh, he's like, can I see your tree?
I got to get on a plane to go to California because I'm not sitting in a fucking car for 24 hours.
At that point, Vance
Bro,
won't
from
say very
Bama
much.
to
He'll be
California
at
is not
everybody's
24
door
right
knocking.
now.
Yeah, the fuck it is, Jesus. It's
Oh, yeah,
probably
man.
more. I think it's
How
actually
long
more, like
was from
36
Alabama?
hours.
It's not that bad though. I did it straight
Well, come
driving.
pick me up. Look, we'll make a road
Fuck you,
trip.
I ain't picking your
You
ass up.
swing on down the Roll Tideville and pick up on Nick, and I'll give you some gas money, or some
I
hay
I
for
will
your horse.
never step foot in
That's probably
California.
like a
Hell no.
14-hour
My
backpack.
ass will be stopped and put in jail for all the shit I have in my vehicle.
I was born in East LA. I was born in East LA,
Hell no.
man. I was born in East LA.
I will never show up in
I'll
California.
go
Nobody-
to Florida. That's what
nobody
y'all do. Y'all
gets
just come
that
on to
reference.
Florida. That's what you do.
I'm an old
That's
motherfucker.
where we can come.
I'll go to Florida, but I ain't going nowhere near California. Hell no.
He didn't even come into Florida. He didn't even want to come to Daytona. He didn't want to
Hey,
hang
I'm
out
coming
with
to
us.
Florida.
my mom got sick. I could not come
I
to
know.
Daytona.
I'm just busting your chops. You coming
But
this
she's
year?
doing better. She's doing better.
Well, that's a plus. You coming
She's
this
doing
year?
better. Next year?
Yeah, this year.
Swamp People is in Louisiana, Banna. That's totally different. That's like 2 states over. Get your geography straight before you start trying to talk.
No, you got it right, man. You got it right.
Yeah.
You got it.
No, that's bullshit.
She passed
Geography,
the
you're like 5
test.
minutes
That
away
was a
from
No,
hate crime.
Destiny. Jesus has no control tonight. Jesus has no control over me tonight.
Stan, mute him.
Oh, that's
No,
some
Diddy. No
bullshit.
Diddy. No Diddy.
That's some bullshit. I can't help it if I'm extra hype. I can't help it, dude. I'm hype.
No, but
If
if
they're
for the
smelling
follow-
all that paint this afternoon in that garage,
for the-
that's why.
Yeah.
for
Right.
the following year of Daytona, if everything goes smoothly and depending on the situation, we will try to make it down to Daytona.
I'm going every year. I don't
I'm
care.
But
going.
it's not gonna be
Every
by
year I'm
myself.
coming.
It will be the
Count
whole
me
wolf
in.
pack.
Come on.
So it's gonna be me,
I'll be there.
her,
I'm supposed to be
I'm
going at the end of the
four-
school year to Justin's
4
house.
kiddos,
I mean, I might be there.
and one in the oven if everything goes smoothly. So
I
Oh,
might be there.
goddamn.
Come on.
yeah, this should be fun. Daytona should be fun.
Mitzi's uncle was on Swamp People.
Yeah, Mitzi's
cool.
in Louisiana, I think, ain't she?
I think, yeah, I
Okay.
think she is.
Maybe I was getting
She's
her
down
and
there.
Vanna confused.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's down there by
Up there shows
what's
Swamp
his
People.
name?
Somebody's in fucking
The other dude
Louisiana
should be
that's
going with
always
us.
in the chat.
I ain't gonna
know.
lie
other
though,
guy's
Ben.
here.
Bob's new
That's what I
show
said.
was
That's
pretty
what I
damn
said. It
nice.
depends. It depends on what's
Mitzi?
happening.
Mitzi, was he a wrestler too?
Down there in the bayou.
You know what I miss about being down south though? The food.
The women. Oh, the
Oh,
food,
the
yeah.
food's awesome.
The food is great.
Food. Food down in Mississippi was just bombing, man. God dang.
Didn't you just eat a little while ago? You said you didn't want to hear nothing about food. Now he's right back on food again.
Bro, I
Like,
can't
"Let's
help
talk
it.
about food. I'm so stuffed. Now he's like,
I've
"Man, I'm
been
getting hungry.
on
It's almost
I've
snack
been on
time."
a calorie deficit for like the last couple months, okay?
Obviously not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, there's stuff in that damn face. Fat boy, we see you.
Dude, fat, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? I've dropped
We see
25.
you over there. We see you.
What did he just say? What did you just say?
Look,
I've
now,
dropped
now he's
25
like, look, I
pounds.
gotta add an extra 45 minutes to my workout.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. All that working out that he does, he's burning a lot of calories, people. Okay,
That's a whole
The
lot of
Jesus
push-ups. That's a
workout
whole lot
plan.
of push-ups.
The Jesus workout plan.
Yeah.
I've dropped
Look at his watch.
25
I'm
pounds,
getting them
okay?
steps in, baby. I'm getting them steps in.
Fighting that vacuum cleaner from getting attached to your neck.
Yeah.
We can't be doing that. We can't be saying shit like that, y'all.
Well,
You're the
I mean,
one
you
over
keep
there
bringing it up.
doing some stupid shit.
Oh, when did you come?
Yeah,
all
but it's gonna
holy
get
Huh?
Jesus.
Nick?
It's gonna get
Yeah,
Jesus
we
turned
become
on,
all holy over there next to us.
and Jesus is gonna get turned on,
Yeah.
and then it'll just be a whole thing. His neck's just clearing up. We don't want it to get all fucking fucked up
The
again.
only thing that will happen is Jesus
Oh
will
no,
look like
it's
he's
it's
asleep.
getting
His head
infected.
is
Nah,
getting out
you're
of
wrong.
the cell.
That's what happens
You're
when
wrong,
we
Nick.
clean trees.
Nick, you're wrong.
Bees.
Nick, you're wrong.
I'm always wrong. I'm wrong
Turn your
about
head a
everything.
little- Turn your head a little bit, Jesus.
What's that?
Turn your head a little bit.
It's not
Oh.
a fucking. It's
No,
not
no.
a goddamn.
No. I don't have any.
Oh, he's clean.
Oh, it must.
Yeah.
Oh, it was your earpiece I was seeing.
I was
Lift your
right.
shirt up.
The piece
I was
dangling
right.
down off of it.
I don't have any this week. I don't
But
have any this week.
that'll change Saturday.
Say it, Stan.
Slipping.
Say it, Stan.
What am I saying?
Lick your
Yeah.
hands and go like this. I
What?
want to make sure there's no.
Yeah,
Right.
you know he's got makeup, huh? Damn liar.
What happened?
He went shopping
I
at
was
Macy's
right.
and got some
Yeah.
makeup to blend in.
I was right.
What was you
He
right
didn't
about?
have no hickeys.
Nothing.
He ain't got nothing.
No,
He's
it's
been
that
working
good
out.
kind. It's that $100 bottle that doesn't come off with water or anything.
Real
No.
big.
Look, I have none. Okay, I'm clean.
I'm
He's
clean.
got all that concealer on.
I'm clean.
It sounds like
It's been a tough week. Okay, can we just switch topics?
Watch, after the show, he's going to be like, "Can you take the fake skin off me now?"
I'm not no damn I'm not no FBI agent, CIA operative over here with fake skin. Come on now.
Hey, it was just
Must have
Halloween.
ran out of
They sell that
Brazil.
shit at the fucking Party City.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm clean.
Gotta pull that sheepskin off your neck.
You always got to get me for
Holy
that shit.
Ken got it.
I told you, look.
Holy Ken did it.
You
I
know,
told you, look.
if you come on here like that, you're gonna catch shit. It's just how it is.
I will be.
Ooh, she just said it. Read that. You
Ruh-
getting it,
ruh-
boy?
roll.
You about to get it,
Ruh-roh,
boy?
Raggy.
Ooh, god damn! We getting personal up on the RWO show tonight. Deep diving into Jesus and
Get ready
Destiny's
for a rough
wiki
week
shit.
next week. Oh, sorry, Stan. I didn't realize he was on the chat. I'll back off.
I got everything over here, bruh.
That's funny.
Jamie.
I mean, you brought it on yourself, man. You can't
I mean,
get mad.
homie's hating on me for the isopods. It's like $40 right there.
Don't them
Come
isopods.
on. Get them isopod.
Wrap
That's
him
what
up.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's $100 right there.
Come on.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
And what sucks is if I don't sell them, I gotta go put them all back.
Yeah, no
This is
shit.
how it
That's what I'm
goes.
saying. When
You
I do
don't hate,
shows,
you
I
appreciate.
bring isopods, and they never fucking sell. And it's like,
I
people,
sold out of dairy cows the last time, like one sale.
dude, I don't sell any. I give them away because I have so
See,
many,
that's
and I
dumb
don't.
business practice.
Well, what the fuck am I gonna do? It's closing time. I have fucking 10 of each.
No,
I'm
here's
like,
the stuff I brought today to
Fuck
sell.
it. I had thousands. I was like, fuck it. You know? And because I didn't want to have to unpack them and put them back and count them out and all this shit again.
I mean, on the bright side for me, I have
I
another
was
show
selling
in about
I was trying to-
a month and a half, so they can just stay there. I'll just throw food in there and keep them propagating. But I mean, if I'm selling you like 10 like this for $10,
10
there's
for
probably
10.
30 in there.
Okay, I had 20 plus containers, right? For fucking $5, and I couldn't sell them in Alabama. Right here, I could not do it. People would not buy them, and they were pretty purple, orange, whatever. And I'm like, you go to fucking PetSmart and try to buy them, and they're fucking dead. This is your only opportunity being in Millbrook, Alabama. Oh, I'm a salesman, buddy. I'm up in people's face.
I went to
I'm like, you better
PetSmart,
buy
I
this
bought it
shit.
for $15.
Comments.
And
They
I have
won't.
off.
made money. So if
They won't.
anybody wants something that go find the Josh's Frog stuff wherever Petco, PetSmart that has them, right? They'll give you a little, like Jello shooter of them,
They're all dead.
and just plop. Well, maybe that's your shitty ass PetSmart. I propagate.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't
Colin.
even move them in my shitty one-horse town where everything at PetSmart's dead. That's what I'm saying. Like, I quit isopods, man. Fuck that shit because I couldn't move them. It was a waste of my fucking time.
Maybe they need to hire better employees at that PetSmart.
I mean, I've done it on the cheap, even
I'm
with
just
Dubia.
saying.
And I know in Florida you guys can't have them.
Can't have what?
No, I had my ups and downs with them.
You can't have
But
Dubia here.
I
We don't have
think-
Discord.
If I have to look tomorrow because I'm not pulling it tonight. But I might have some on the
I'll
table.
be right back when we get some.
Well, yeah, I could sell dubia because everyone here has a fucking bearded dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, they'll buy that
I
shit.
just had to see what size I have.
Dubia's
I'm not where I want to be. Where I used to be.
Isn't that like the number one selling lizard in the U.S.?
Probably.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you
Bearded
can't
dragon or
buy
leopard gecko.
dubias.
Hey, I'll be
They
back.
don't
I gotta
sell
go.
that
I
here.
gotta go handle my little demon spawn over here. She's still up.
Okay.
Like they don't sell dubias at the store here at the PetSmart. It's either fucking crickets or mealworms.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
if you sell dubias, you're making money. But
Dubia
I'm not breeding bugs.
We're good. And I was selling them like a couple of years ago. Like when COVID happened and nobody could get feeders, I bought a bunch of dubia right before that happened. So when COVID happened and the feeder shortage existed, I was good for years. And I started my own colony, and I think it was at that point, it was like, you know what, if I have to feed something to some animals I'm growing up, I'm breeding it. It is so much cheaper. What do my isopods eat? Food scraps. What do my dubia eat? Food scraps. I'm already paying for that. So it is.
They're actually really.
I isopods eat snake shed.
I say I
got isopods.
I breed my own
just don't
discoid roaches, and they're very simple. And I can tell you, there's times where I forget about those things I grow there, and they're still breeding and okay.
Yeah, I only have the one bearded dragon. I don't have many that eat them anymore,
Right.
so I'm more breeding to sell.
I'm back.
Nice chili
Little
pepper.
demon spawn running around.
What you got going on there, Cooter?
Give it away now.
So I got a test result back from RGI, and this
Is
came
that your
from
Pull it back a little bit. Pull it back towards you a little bit.
Phantom, and proved out Het Clown, Het Sunset, female.
Nice.
Nice.
Now you gotta wait 3 years.
Demon child, go to sleep.
Her feeding is getting ready to get jacked up to rats. So I don't think she's going to be ready in 2025. That 2026, I'll have her ready.
Band giving out that old country slang song. She might be more country than I
like I
think.
told you, you better have a visual het on the other side.
Yep.
You have the time to make one.
Maybe by then I will. Right now I have a double het, but we'll see what happens. They come down a little bit. Maybe I can get a male.
I got something.
Nice.
I got something for you over here.
I know.
Hey, Ken.
Baby girl.
Just
Baby
give
girl.
it away.
She's a sweet
got
little
two
baby to you,
more.
but not to dad.
Another pastel phantom that I don't think is going to prove out because this one just has a little bit
I see your
extra markings, and her yellows are really bright. And it's got some pixelation on the side that the other one don't have.
Oh, it must be granite. Sorry, man.
What?
But
Fine, she's not a demon. She's a little T-Rex Titan.
Maybe it's got some grim.
no,
Maybe
not
it's
this
got
one.
some granite.
Not this one.
So what? You
Like
do full? You
like
do
right there.
full
See how it's
shed
like
test?
separated? Oh, you fucking bitch.
So do you do full panel? Or are you doing full panel shed tests?
I mean, he's sponsored by
Not
Benson.
on this
Of course he
one. I
is.
just did for Het Clown and Het Sunset.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said you got a shed back on that, right?
Yeah, I got the test
So
back from
are
this
you-
girl. Yeah.
You're doing a full panel.
No, I did not do a full panel on her. She
So how do-
only got that for Het Clown and Het Sunset. But I
Okay.
do have 2 full panels in. I'm not gonna, take advantage of the sponsorship and just send them.
No. I wasn't asking about that. I honestly.
I'm trying to be, reasonable about it. So I
Yeah.
sent 4 in, and
Child,
2
go
of
to
them
sleep.
were full panels, and 2 of them were. One was a
Niña, si
single
no estás
test.
a dormir,
one
te voy a
was
ir a
double test.
dar una nalgada. Entiéndelo muy bien.
I was just
Duerme.
trying to wonder how the full panels work. I didn't
I'm not
know.
exactly sure how they work. What I give away is for a single gene test. When you win, you win, like say you got, something that's 50% het and you want to test it. You win that, to see that test. But like for me, like I'm allowed to, get so many full panels a year. Like they wasn't really keen about saying, okay, you could do 12 because but
Do you know the price on a full panel from them?
$130 would be your
For a full panel
regular
per
price.
snake? And is that every single gene that they can test for? Is that what a
No,
full
but
panel, or is it like 10 panels? You pick the genes, and that's a full panel.
no, they have a set full panel. What just happened? My computer blinked.
I don't know. I've seen it.
They have
I've
a
seen
set panel. It's all covered up. I can't see you guys. Could you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
see
can
you in
hear
here.
you.
We can see you in here. You're so
All
good.
right. But the test on their full panels right now, what you get tests for is albino, asphalt, axanthic VPI, bamboo, black pastel, candy toffee, clown, cryptic, desert ghost, inchy, genetic stripe, gravel, hurricane trick, blitz, hypo, lava, albino, leopard, lesser butter, mojave, orange dream, phantom mystic, piebald, puzzle, red stripe, russo, spark special, spectre, sunset, ultramelon, yellow belly.
That makes me happy. That makes
That's
me
about
happy
31 genes roughly.
because it went from like, let's be honest, like a sack full. Now it's like a whole fucking pallet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they have so many more that they can test, and it happens so fast. I feel like all they need is a shed of a snake that they don't have, and they can fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ken. Will said that's Will said that's a badass snake.
Yeah, right now it is. I mean, if it was just a pastel phantom hot set clown sunset, it would be okay. But now that it proved out both, heck yeah, that's a badass snake. What's up, Jamil? Seen Jamil come in? I'm going to back out.
Talking
My
about the
computer
32
froze.
genes you named off.
I can't see nothing, so I'm going to back out. I'll be right back.
All right.
You're the host.
What's good, Patrick?
What's
up, Patrick?
All right. I got a quick question.
Shoot.
All right. I saw on Facebook Marketplace today a nice trailer. Hold on one second.
Sure did, Will.
A nice trailer for it was 55 foot long. It's a mobile home, 55 foot long mobile home, 10 feet wide.
Wait, so this is thing you
For
were asking is
500.
about the length?
What?
You said it's 55 foot long. Why'd I Google it?
But the lady just sent me a damn message. Okay, shut up. Anyways, $500. Good.
Well, you can't trust Google. You can't trust Google, right?
I'm gonna turn it into my rodent room.
How big
For
was
how
it?
much? $500.
55 feet long, $500.
I'd take it.
When the hell did you get the
If you're
southern
gonna
accent?
put fucking rats in it, yeah.
Wait, one person at a time. What's going on?
Over here. I'm gonna chew on some straw.
Give him a blade of grass and stick in his
It's
mouth.
cheap, but you need to check and see what it's
trailer.
like because that's a pretty cheap price.
55 foot's big. I mean, it's big enough
I
for
know,
rats.
it's a big
It
ass
might
fucking
not.
trailer. I'm gonna
You
get
said
it.
single wide?
But it's,
You said
but
a
it's
That's a
single
single.
wide.
Yeah, single wide.
You can cut it.
Well, I mean, this is the same thing you were talking about with like the construction trailer, right?
Yeah, but construction trailer like $3-4 grand. So I'm like, well, I'll take a.
I think $500 is
I'll
awesome.
take a $500 trailer.
So are
home.
they
Fuck
going to
it, bro.
bring it to
Got
you?
the bitch.
Are they going to bring it to you for $500?
It's like 45. It's like 45 minutes away from me. Sorry, distracted.
Well, to be able to haul it, that might cost some money.
I got a truck, dude. I got a Suburban.
Well, yeah, but it's a mobile home. I mean, not just anybody can just pull up with a fucking Suburban. I mean, it's not gonna a Suburban's
So
not
if
gonna
it's a
pull
mobile
it.
home, that means it's got to be registered.
Yeah, you can't just tow it
So-
like a fucking trailer.
So I would.
Well, I'm gonna tow it and I'm gonna park it.
So here's my
on
thinking,
property.
right? And my buddy had this brilliant idea to have a trailer, right? You have to have that registered anyway, right? To build the rat shed on the trailer, right? You build the rat shed on the trailer. Therefore, it's not a shed. It's not a permanent structure. You just pay the registration on the trailer itself. And move it like every 2 months or whenever you have to move it. to avoid the zoning restrictions.
Yeah, but fuck all that. I'm wondering if he has to have
I gotta
moving
move it
company.
a foot forward and a foot back every 2 months.
Yep.
You know, but
Right?
I think
Rather than
I think-
pay, to pull the permits, do all that stuff, you have a mobile structure that is on a trailer that you already paid for. Every whatever.
Well, the thing is, it's on wheels, so I ain't got a fucking.
I know it's
I'm not
on wheels,
Right,
Jesus,
I'm
but
not
I'm
gonna
telling
park
you,
it.
It's the mobile home or the construction trailer. I think
you might need
it
to
would
look
be-
it up. I would look it up,
Expensive.
dog.
I'm a pick it up either way. It's 500 smackers. I ain't too worried.
Dude,
about
I'm
it.
telling you, look that shit up, man. Look it up before you just pull it down the road, because I don't want you to get in trouble for that shit, man.
They might tell you they're having it towed somewhere else if they pull you over. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I
Most
know
of the
that
time, most cops let me go.
okay,
So
I was moving a 50 something or 60 foot single wide. I was going to move it,
definitely distracted right now. Mhm.
and it was thousands of dollars to move it, like 20,
About that
not even
lover
20
girl.
miles. You feel me? For real.
Pause.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
pause that.
saying.
So while I'm on RGI's page, I want to go through and read the list of everything they can test for. So the last what I
What
read
up,
was
David?
that this is what they can test for: acid, albino, asphalt, TSK and black xanthic, VPI, bamboo, Barnhart black pastel, bongo, candy toffee, champagne, chocolate clown, cryptic, cypress, desert ghost, enchi, fire, genetic stripe, GHI, gravel, tricklets, hurricane, hypo, lavobino, leopard, lesser butter, mojave, OD, pastel,
Can I test for honey?
Hyde, puzzle, red stripe, Russo, spark special, spectre, spider,
God damn
spot nose, sunset, ultramel, wuma, wookie, yellow belly.
They just went down the whole
None
alphabet.
of those
almost.
things are very obvious to ID. Not in combos. but-
Some of them
It
in
can be-
combos
I mean-
hard.
So what is that? Does that mean that's a full panel?
No, that's just all the genes that you could get in a single morph test. The first thing I read was the full panel.
Okay. So the first thing was still the full panel?
Yeah, like the albino
that's still a
asphalt,
lot.
xanthic, VPI, bamboo, black pastel, coffee, clown, cryptic, desert goose, enchi, genetic stripe, gravel, blitztrick, hurricane, hypo, lavobino, leopard, lesser butter, Mojave, OD, phantom mystic, pied, puzzle, red stripe, Russo, spark special, spectre, sunset, ultramel, yellow belly is a full panel.
Well, see, like back to what Kent said, sometimes it's obvious to tell, but when those people, like the
Like,
people
for
that
me,
are stacking,
I
they're
have a
stacking
dual-sired
so
clutch,
many.
right? Or potentially, retained or this year's, and every fucking gene in there is similar to the other one, right? So it's cinnamon or black pastel, honey lesser. Bongo is the only constant. Pastels on both sides. So for me, it would benefit me to just do either a het clown and het hypo test for everything, or a full panel. Let me know what the hell it is, because it could be dual sired. I mean, I don't know, because a bongo honey pewter looks the same as a black pewter lesser bongo. Like in talking to Chris, I'm like, I have no clue what the hell these are, because one is a cinnamon or black pastel, the other one's a bongo, maybe vanilla, and if it's maybe vanilla, then is it last year's sire or this year's sire? But there's nothing in there to tell me what it is, and the full panel test tell me what the hell it is. $130 times 3. I'll lose money, but I'll know.
Absolutely. Another thing that kind of makes me wonder about these genes is the Barnhart black pastel line. It has proven to not be black pastel at all. But it's like
okay, so Ken, with that,
pastel, put Barnhart and black
is it still
pastel
8
together, you'll get chances of pinking and black snakes. So how
So
many
with-
other genes out there are like that? You know what I mean?
So with Barnhart Black Pastel being different than regular Black Pastel, does it still fall into the same complex on the same genetic thing, right? So if I were to breed a Barnhart Black Pastel and an Enchi, is he going to interact the same way as a Black Pastel and an Enchi?
See, I think Barnhart Black Pastel does things slightly different than Black Pastel. I mean, it just looks slightly different. But how many genes
And
out
it's
there?
the same thing.
Say, cypress. You take 2 cypress, you get a super cypress. But you find out you have Kent's Craft Brew cypress in there that don't prove to be the same
Did I
gene,
cultivate that cypress?
Still make the
right?
super with the cypress.
Did I breed it in a way like Ozzy did high OD? Yeah, and then that was my assumption with Tom with Barnhart Black Pastel. That he
wasn't there a little weirdo in there somewhere?
Barnhart.
What's your question? And yeah, I know.
Thank you,
Barnhart Black
Devin.
Pastel is more likely to kink, from what I hear. It's more likely to.
But Black Pastel to Black Pastel, you're still gonna get kinks. So don't.
So I mean, it worked. So essentially, it's in the same ballpark.
What up,
That's
man?
what I was getting at.
I was about to call you Red Rooster, but you're not Red Rooster no more.
Oh, he shaved everything off, right?
Yeah. Goddamn, fucking toothpicks don't last long. Yeah.
Dude, like we got these
you have
like
things
extra
like
long
Stranger
toothpicks.
Mahogany that look
They're like that long,
close.
and they're a little bit fatter. They're called cocktail sticks, and they work so much better for that thing we like to do. Like,
What?
I'm just chewing on toothpicks because
we're using these things. Like these bigger, thicker toothpicks work so much better.
Come on now.
I bought
Cheap
these things
ass,
to like.
buy a damn poker. Cheap ass.
Does genetic really matter, or can y'all just mix and match snakes? What happens if you mix and match snakes? Well, you get.
Does genetics really matter, or can y'all just mix and match snakes? What happens?
Genetics does matter.
Okay, like there's some lethal combos that you can't.
There's some lethal combos out there you're not supposed to do.
And there's some combos that if you do, they're prone to kink.
But
so you kind of got to have a strategy of what you want to pair. You can't just say, "Oh, let's go willy nilly" and just put this snake with that snake.
You can do that.
But if you think about it, that's what people have been doing.
Yeah, you can do that.
Their research. They just make sure like a spider and a spider ain't together.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, that's what people are doing.
All that out.
People got a 3 or 4 gene snake and they're putting it with another 2 or 3, 4 gene snake. It's the same thing. I mean, really, think about it. You're just making sure you don't have the lethal
combo.
Lethal combo.
Right. So,
other than that, you're just mixing and matching
spider
everything.
Complex, right? Spider, Champagne, Hidden Gene, Woma. I'm missing one.
There's a bunch. There's so many more than people think.
They can't make a super, right?
There you go.
And that sucks. But what I've been noticing is that when people get into these higher end combos, puzzle, whatever it may be, it always has spider in it.
Duh.
Why? Because
spider makes it look crazy.
Got it with spider in it and bred it, right? Made what they needed to make.
Right.
Yeah, you got spider, champagne,
spider,
Woma.
And even with spot nose,
right.
I mean, they're close.
That's smart. That's a smart thing, everybody. Hold that paper up again, Justin.
Blow him up.
Yeah, if you're thinking,
okay.
That's the thing.
Hold on. I'm on it.
If you ever need to know, just come off. Do like Justin did. What would Justin do? WWJD. What would Justin?
Well,
do?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not from this Justin. It's from the other Justin.
But there you go.
Well, whoever the fuck it's from, he's got it in his snake room. Is what I'm saying. What I'm getting at. I don't give a fuck who wrote it or printed it. I'm just saying he's got it there. That's
that is the known what is all allelic and what sucks. And if you look at the original spider complex,
and you can see the shit that it connects
blackhead
to.
Ciphers are there.
Could be deadly.
Yep.
I like that.
But chocolate, spot nose, and Wookiee are
That's a
there's
good.
lot to be learned about what all works.
I got you.
It's
I'm
all
running out of
wrinkly and
toothpicks.
old and sitting up there, but I always know where it's
I
at.
just think that that's good to have something like that, for people that are asking questions, even though it's Jesus' old lady. I mean, shit, people need to know that, and that's a good thing to have.
Those are things that we now know not to breed, but there
Yeah,
are
right.
other
But the
ones
thing
that
is, you
kinda-
always have new people coming in, so new people gotta.
it's one of those things. Like I didn't want to make spiders this year. I did. Made a bypass spider. Great animal, aside from spider, right? Sucks. I'm giving her away. I have a
would
yellow
rather
belly
a little wobble than not eating.
gravel spider with a wobble.
Fucking toothpicks, goddammit.
Byproduct. I didn't want to make it. She's on my table for $20 to a good home. She eats, has a wobble. And, if I sell those two and my champagne, all I have is the
like champagne.
my Bumblebee Spark that is going to be my pet because she wobbles into oblivion.
The
And
one
there's
thing
no
I
way
still
can sell
dislike
it.
about champagne is it just washes out the pattern.
Usually, like,
Hey, before you say anything,
I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just coming on to curse a few things about the complex thing. Hey. That list you showed is outdated. I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah. I know there's more to it now. That is the older list.
All right,
Yeah.
so bongos in the complex style, and according to Canada, spot nose complex and spider complex are different.
I know,
they're
baby.
just close
There's
enough
still
where
a lot-
they act
there's still a
allele.
lot to learn.
So like spot nose, hingy loma, blackhead,
I thought Henry Norman was up with spider.
well, okay. So all the supers in the complex that are viable but wobble, right? They're on a separate gene than spider, woman, and champagne, which are fatal super. Because if they were on the same gene, then all would be fatal as a super. But they're close enough to where they act allelic. And blackhead, when mixed with spider and any of those other genes, basically makes what is essentially a wild type that is also allelic according to the genetics. So like it acts like a wild type.
My understanding was you put blackhead with any of them, it would negate the wobble in that base pairing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes it a wild type.
But the offspring from that base pairing where you put blackhead with spider, champagne, whatever.
Oh, so what would happen if you put a woman to a chocolate?
Oh, well, with chocolate, you're not getting the gay effect. You'll create like a wobbly animal, probably.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, so even though the blackhead negates the spider in the animal, but if you bear that, it acts like a allelic, so you'll produce more animals. Because spider, loma, and champagne are what are called piatrophy. Piatrophy are basically what is, like what pie or what I call the horses. I forget the pintos and horses or something. But basically. It's a lack of development in the pattern and the neurological system. And what blackhead does when paired to spider is actually causes the pattern to form and the neurological system to form, which is why it looks like a normal. Is why it looks, because it kind of says, okay, you're normal, but you're not a normal.
Right.
But my understanding was in that first F1 breeding where you had the blackhead spider, it would be fine. But
no. All the blackheads would be fine.
But it would still have that defect. And when you go to breed it again and the spider pops out, whatever, it could still have the wobble.
Oh yeah, for sure. The blackhead spider itself will be fine. But once you pair that and you make more spiders, there won't be the blackhead because it's allelic. It can't make another blackhead spider by itself. The spiders made from the animal will have the deformities, the lack of pattern, the pattern reduction. The lack of pattern and the neurologicals. A lot of people want to argue that, it's just the ear. No, it's from what Canada explains, it literally happens so early in the development of the egg that there's nothing, no low cooking, no slow incubation, none of that is going to change the fact that the animal is going to have issues. It's genetics, and I tell this to breed a lot. Genetics are not simple. Genetics don't work like that, like unless you're a leopard gecko.
I got out of
They're all
spiders.
polymorphic.
because You can breed a spider. Basically, what you're saying is you can breed a spider to anything. It's you don't want to do spider to spider, but you breed like a spider to fucking banana. You can get a fucking spider banana that has a fucking wobble just because
Yes,
it has
yes.
a
No,
spider.
there's nothing you can do. There's
Yeah, there's
nothing you
nothing.
can do to prevent it.
Exactly, and that's why I
Yeah.
got rid of all of that. I dabbled in spider for about 3 years, and I tried, and I sold every fucking one, not because they had wobble, but because maybe one out of every 2 clutches might have something wrong with it, and that to me was too much. Like I just couldn't I didn't want to deal with that. Like,
and I'm
for
just
people that ain't never culled a snake, that's a son of a bitch. I'm just gonna let you know. It sucks.
and I'm just
So-
gonna say this.
In producing
No shot.
champagne and spider clutches,
I did,
I've
and I've
noticed-
done that, and they didn't have wobbles. And I've done fucking champagnes that have I never had a wobble with a champagne ever.
Hey.
That I was like, it's never been like that. They've always ate good, but I sold all my fucking champagne. I got rid of all of it because I don't know. I honestly, personally, I got sick of hearing the shit from people. That's what I got sick of. Because
Yeah,
like
I
Ken,
mean, it's not like we're
Ken
intentionally
said
breeding
that
these
you look
things
at
with
them,
defects.
you look at them high quality ass animals, them ones that look fucking badass, and they really don't. They might not have a wobble, but they have. People still breed spider, and it has its place. But to me, it just wasn't worth it.
So for
In the
me,
end.
where I'm at, spider and champagne, all that stuff's a byproduct, right? The wobble sucks, right?
Yeah.
But it's hit or miss. You can have any of these combos that are phenomenal, right?
It
And
is.
anything I produce in that specific complex, champagne, spider, for the most part, has eaten and bred.
Yeah.
Like it wants to thrive.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Out of like maybe 20 eggs, one is bad.
The wobble thing, it's my
You just have to live with it.
my
You just
research
have-
is like it's an inner ear thing. Like they get like constant vertigo, right? They can't find common ground, right? They can't. But if it didn't have any of that, right? These animals would be top tier market animals.
Exactly.
I ain't. It's not like I'm an unethical breeder or something because I produce these things. It was a byproduct of what I had at the time.
I will say this
I
though.
dealt with it, right?
Yeah. Oh. Huh. I will say this though. People aspire the biggest area, and I will say that I'm not calling out Jose. Okay, he likes his panda pods, but everybody and their mother made excuses for the panda pods. Oh, you just gotta slow incubate. You gotta cook them a little lower, and they'll make that's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit because again, genetics don't work that way. It's just bullshit that panda pie breeders wanted to tell you so they could sell you that white snake with one spot on its back and all those kinks for $2,000. It's all bullshit, and none of them understand basic genetics.
Devin, I'll tell you something. And I was talking to Vance and some of the other guys here earlier. I've been cutting at 52 days, give or take, with huge snakes coming out, day 54. And my incubator reads good. I have had 0 issues with kinking under development this year. I've had some that haven't thrived, which sucks. Lost an Odianchi pie today. Lost a Sin Pin at Ultramel, a month and a half ago. But I always say, I've been doing this 3 years now. Had 10 clutches, good years, bad years. When you know what your parameters are, what the eggs look like when they're oh, okay, this thing is all snake. I'm gonna cut.
We cut day 50.
Early, and maybe I lost 2 this year because I cut early. So be it. But what works
if your incubator's right, I don't know how long y'all have been doing like following like Kevin McCurley, but a long time ago he cut eggs and he did experiments because that's what it was about in like the 80s and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he would fucking
if I remember, it was either Kevin or Bob Vu that grabbed the wrong bin and cut like at like day 48 or something like that, and it was fine.
We cut day 50 all the time. We incubate 89 degrees. We've not lost a single animal cutting at day 50. A lot of people say, oh, day 50 is way too early. What is 5 days in terms of development going to do? It's nothing. That's nothing.
It's not. What I've noticed is that I've had some that would have pipped and come out if they wanted to, or, they chill in the egg until like, normal cutting time frame.
Well, here's the thing. When we think about it, we cut the egg so much that we've allowed animals that in the wild wouldn't necessarily hatch on their own because they don't develop. They don't develop the egg tooth. And when you hatch those animals that don't develop the egg tooth, they can hatch on their own. Then if you breed them, then they pass that on, and now you have babies that can't cut themselves out the egg because it's something so insignificant that we don't think about
that, right? No,
yeah.
Because I've never let anything pip. It was okay. This is a very, very reduced egg. It's all snake, right? And I cut it just to cut it. Some of them had egg tooths, but I didn't think of it that way. That if I let those ones thrive and they didn't have an egg tooth, that may be genetically passed on.
Yeah, they've passed. At least we've noticed a lot of ones that we cut. Like a lot of the ones that we've had that don't have egg tooth, we breed them. Their babies don't have egg tooths. So it's just little things. We sit here and I'm just saying we sit here and we play God, but we don't understand. We don't understand every single thing. And there's always somebody that tells you you're doing something wrong. In reality, no one's doing anything right. Right? No one's. If we really sat there and like played to that standard, then no one's doing anything right. Look at people.
I've certainly assist fed a bunch of babies
right there
for a long time, and they're thriving now. But like, they wouldn't have thrived in the wild. Like
Look at me and Eddie. Like, we pair females at 12 months to 14 months old, and we've had 7 clutches from 12 to 14 months old. They lay at 18, 19 months, 16 months old. And a lot of people back there said, no, wait 3 to 5 years to breed your females. Wait till 50 years. We pair females at 1,200 grams, having 9 eggs.
I will say, based on how I feed and how I do everything here, females generally go year 4. Regardless of when I get them, they go year 4. I've never had anything go year 2, right? And I agree. I think I had one go year 3.
Caveat. Females that we produce ourselves have gone after their first year, under year 2. Females that we've bought haven't.
Okay, so this link that I dropped in the chat, well, Stan's got it highlighted. I was looking for things that they was talking about and came across this article on Morph Market News.
Yeah, I think
right. This is from back in the day. All the new genes and like ball pythons, tegus, retics, berms, the new genes that they recognize as a new gene. And going through and looking at the ball python genes that are coming out, it was just pretty cool. So I decided to share it.
Oh, also shout out to Kevin for sending those females over to us, man. Like, I'm pretty excited. You see the picture I posted of that male black pest. And that's another thing, bro. A lot of stuff that we're taught getting into this hobby, it's just bullshit, Tell people, say, don't breed your male within their first 7 months, bro. You'll stunt its growth. Don't pair your female under 1,500 grams. They'll get egg
bound. That is 544 grams. They just sired a clutch.
Right?
He was ready.
That's a 500 gram male sire clutches already, and this is only my second year.
Listen, you want to know our stranger male? What made all our stranger clowns with? we started pairing him at 560 grams last October. He's been pairing nonstop. Well, with breaks, obviously. He's been pairing nonstop since last October and is currently at 1,200 grams. Just constantly
if you
pairing.
can keep him going and he's eating and growing at the same time,
That's good.
that's awesome. I mean, I have some banger males that I'm like, okay, you're gonna go with this female one time, every month or whatever, right? Because I don't know ultrasound, and you're gonna do that. You're never gonna go off food. But if you have that small male that's a banger, and you're putting him and he's all in sex mode, that's bad.
Yeah, we do it like.
But if he's eating and growing, and it goes to like how you guys know your snakes.
Yeah.
Like
right.
if he's banging and eating and whatever, there's no issue. Well, why not keep him going? I mean, maybe the last female he pairs with gets some weak sperm, but why not?
My mentor Amos
dictated otherwise.
My mentor Amos, he paired 2 males 160 days out of the eggs and got in several clutches. Wow. I know Kyle from Royal Ambassador, he paired a male banana 90 days out of the egg. He fed that male every day except for it was shed. Not that y'all would do that, but he fed it every single day and except for shed and got it breeding within 90 days.
Yeah, and I sort of have this thing where it's like mine are gonna eat reasonable meals. I can certainly feed some of my bigger breeder females, full-grown rats, and they'll eat it, and then a couple months be fine. But I'm not gonna do that. I feed often, but I feed small.
Yes, that too. We found that too. Like we don't feed any of our females medium rats. We feed small rats, and we find that once we move from mediums to smalls. When we feed more smalls, they stay on food and they eat more often than when we were feeding mediums. They would eat mediums and then they would go off food and then eat medium and then go off food. But with smalls, they keep eating.
I got this. My belly's full. I gotta do a lot of work instead of small. When I was breeding Norwegians solely and feeding those, everything got a small. Everything that could eat got a small. Now that I'm doing ASFs, it's a little different. Still trying to figure out, getting that big ASF. That's not a retired breeder, but I'm feeding more often, but smaller meals, and constantly. And I have breed that are off food. It's great, just eating. I had picky eaters come here, ASFs eating like champs.
Shout out to Jose Jesus for hooking us up with the ASFs. Our ASF line, we got I think 20 something colonies now of ASFs.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. I swear ASFs are the best thing, bro. Gram for gram, they're nutritionally better for your animal. And plus they just kind of give in when they're wrapped. They don't fight or bite your steak. They kind of well, this is the end of the road for me. It's might as well just do nothing.
So wah.
And the beauty for me is that I have a boa, I have a blood. Blood's not big enough yet. But in breeding ASFs, I'm never having a retired colony that I can't feed off.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And, I tell
and they're cleaner and they smell better.
Everybody that I sell to, it's like, look, I breed these things. If your animal isn't eating, now granted, sometimes I'm selling you something that is 5, 6, 7 meals in of live because it's a baby. If it's not eating, call me. We're gonna figure it out because it's eating here.
We found a way. Actually, we lost the male in one of our colonies. We found a way to put a male in, and I'm pretty sure people play. But we kind of took a male not weaned, but a male fuzzy from one colony and put it in with the females from the other colony, and they just they accepted it.
Also, one of the things you can do with ASFs, bro, if your male dies off in that colony and you don't want to throw in another male, just leave one of the males.
I leave a baby.
Yeah,
leave it-
let him
let
grow
him
up
grow
and
up.
he'll be fine.
grow up.
because then they won't kill it.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that with Norways, they will be accepting, right? They're not going to cull. They'll cull
they
the
won't.
like, whatever they need to based on their biology. But with mice and
Night,
ASF,
Bosa.
you introduce something new, they're cannibalized.
Well, we've done some things. We've done some experiments where we took an adult female, right, from one colony, put her in a separate tub, and then we put her with three winged females and a fuzzy male, and she won't kill them. And they just kind of
it's just really, when you give them the right time to develop that maternal
Hey,
instinct
brother.
like that.
I'm out, y'all. I'm gonna eat some tacos. Y'all have a good night.
What kind of tacos are you eating, fool?
Later, Justin.
Tacos. Alex made some tacos, so I'm going to go eat some tacos. I'm soft shell, hard shell. You know what I'm saying?
Some
My
regular ass tacos.
the only real taco are the Bereas, bro.
Later,
Berea
David.
is the only way to go.
Right?
Birria,
Those
man.
are a good ones. We went quick and easy and simple.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Later, Justin.
Thanks for showing up, asshole.
But yeah, I mean, you do things long enough, you sort of figure out these little tricks, right? Like like if I know ASFs are gonna kill anything I introduce, well, let them grow up their own.
Night, David.
And let them. Okay, now it's theirs, right? So eventually the male's gonna figure it out.
Yeah, females will accept babies. I found female ASF will accept babies. I feel like they won't accept adults, but if you introduce like fuzzies or pups or fuzzies, then they'll accept them pretty much.
Yeah, the one thing I cannot stand, because I have multiple colonies with, an alpha and beta male. My beta males are like at this point. Like if I go look at the one, it's like I should call him just because he is.
I've never had none of my ASFs kill any of the female ASFs.
Sire some, litters.
We've had male, we put two in it. We've had some males. Like the dominant male will be dominant one day, and the next day you'll see his balls have been bitten off by the other male.
For some of it, it's just hard to like I feel bad, and then with ASFs they get the you keep them going too long, they get all warty sometimes. It's like now I'm not feeding them because I don't know if it's cancer.
The only other thing I've done with my rodents is I have one male for my Norries. I have one male for my
Mitzi.
Boy, can you at least let me talk? God dang.
No, I was just saying hi to Mitzi.
Oh.
Man.
No, I said I have one male that controls 3 tubs, and I have another male for the next row, and I have another male for the next row.
Oh, so you're doing the you keep your female separate, move the male.
Yep. Just hop them along.
It's whatever works for you. I like having the big colonies of just they say.
Yeah, once I get the trailer, I'll be happy, and I'll be growing more colonies.
I've seen people work both systems, right, with the maternity racks where they're cycling through a male, or they just have.
No, I keep my females. I keep my females all together. Like I have one tub has 4 females, and I just move my male to the next tub.
Right. So like maternity racks, I think is the.
It's sort of in a way, but I don't separate my females. I leave them.
Right.
together.
You have your. You're just taking your males.
Yeah, I just hop the male over.
I mean, as long as you differentiate your males.
What's that?
As long as you have multiple males that are doing that, I think you'll be fine.
No, it's one male per row.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
One male
so
per
you're not.
row, yeah. I'm not flip flopping.
Are still good for a while.
Yeah.
Because if you got like one male through your entire.
And then once the male, gets old, he ain't doing his job, throw in a new male.
Beat him up.
Yeah. So, question: What do y'all think about? I feel like that gorilla gene is a bust, especially when it came out like that. The nice gorilla stuff was actually like blackhead HRA combos with gorilla.
I know nothing about gorilla.
I heard gorilla is lace blackback, the recessive.
No, lace blackback is HRA, brother.
Or not lace, black lace. Black lace.
You mean genetic? It's a genetic blackback. That is what it is. Genetic black.
One of those
which-
things.
Yeah.
So how I feel about a lot of this stuff is I do think we have a lot of the things that we identify as different where they came from, but they're the same thing. And I think that like full panel genetic testing will prove out or disprove a lot of things. You know, like hurricane blitzstreak, that sort of stuff. Lesser butter, banana core glow. We've seen this stuff. I'm not sold on, if you got to really, really sell me on something that's new, and it has to be different and shown me different in a super, different in recessives. So like carbon, I look at that. That's a granite right? Like Jedi.
It's Danny.
Danny Carnage. Well, when you see that super carbon, it's something. I don't really buy in. Also, I like Cosmos to.
Yeah, Cosmos is the only granite gene that does it for me, bro.
So I've seen what that looks like. Ralph has awesome stuff, but like it has to be that.
Yeah, it has to be Cosmos or Bambino.
But it's like, oh, everybody and their brother wants, my Dinker project, right? But it's gotta be something, right? It can't just be polymorphism. And I think we get hung up on trying to do worlds first, trying to have something new.
Have you realized that the Dinkers, right? The Dinkers now they're coming out like the Cosmos Bambino. All these animals were imported in 2008, 2009, and now you're not really going to see those animals appear again on Outback because Outback is already sourcing them out to the big names before.
Right. And
before they get out.
I've looked, Gavin. I've looked at Outback. I've seen some stuff that's like yellow belly. Like I've seen some stuff that's going to be similar to what already exists. There's nothing new.
Yeah.
There's nice stuff. But for $400 from something from Africa, and it's gonna eventually be yellow belly complex something.
Yeah, that's because Outback Outback doesn't not know this because I talked to the guy. Outback literally goes to Canova, goes to other guy when they fit something that's really nice. They go to be like, hey, $30,000, it's yours, and bam. And they don't even talk about it. They don't show it. They don't. They go straight to the big names and be like, "Hey, I found this animal. I want it. You $30K, it's yours." And that's how it goes.
That's simply the same thing that we all do, right?
Yeah.
Like if I have something really high end, most of you won't see it. Like if I had a blackhead DG hypopide, it's never seen more market. I'm holding it back. Somebody else is buying it before I even. Sniff trying to sell it. Most of the sales I do, or when I sell or buy, it's never on board market. It's never on the actual market. It's a mutually beneficial relationship that I have money and somebody else has something that I'm looking for.
Well, what I'm saying is unless you have a lot of money, you once a hit for some new gene slips you a crap Outback and you buy it for like $100 and you end up proving it out. You're really us smaller breeders are not gonna get that Cosmos type animal because they're getting bought up before, and there's only way you could get in is if you put down that money beforehand and let them know, hey, I have tens of thousands of dollars to spend. Send me the list. Send me the list when you get it.
I'm gonna head out, man. I got work in the area.
All right, later.
I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Everybody in chat, have a good night. Prophecy, I see you bopping back and forth over there, man. What do you want to rock?
Take it easy, Stan.
Stan, how's that Rainbow doing, brother? That Rainbow boy.
He's getting along there, bro.
Right, exactly. Good.
As soon as he hits size, he's getting paired up. She's ready to go. She's that way.
That's good. That's perfect.
Take it easy, Stan.
Yeah, man. Y'all all have a good night, and I'll catch up with y'all in the group chat.
Yeah, later, brother.
We got 10 minutes on the clock, anyways.
Later, man. Y'all have a
We
good
got
one.
like 10 minutes. We'll hang on for another 10.
I'm a hurricane hater, bro, but Stan's the only guy I ever bought a hurricane for, and I will never buy another hurricane again. I absolutely refuse.
Okay, maybe because you're in Facebook. What the hell is Waxanthic? Is it Hans's Xanthic?
Yeah, it's Hans's HRA. It's Hans's HRA. It's whack. It's just a rename, just like his Blondie Desert Ghost, just like his tricky cane. And I listen, bro. Everyone knows, bro. I'm Hans's biggest op, bro. I'm like Waffle House level 8. Waffle.
I mean, I got a super vanilla trick that I don't know if it's trick or hurricane.
I don't care, bro. He's just a jerk. I don't want to talk about Hans. He's not worth my time. He needs to go. You can talk to someone else about Hans, but I think after that freaking Herp Collectors interview, I just checked out.
All right, sir, just to,
You know what? I noticed something in prophecy. Whatever happened to your setup, man? Because we keep looking up your nose again.
Oh, listen, buddy, listen.
I thought somebody sent you a freaking tripod.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Listen, brother. I cut my beard for on for Bosa's wife, and and I felt really insecure about my face, so I'm just doing this now because I'm comfortable.
No, dude, come on now.
Ain't nobody said nothing about your beard cut off, man. Come on.
It just
I noticed the red hair.
Mine all night because it looks crooked no matter what I do with it.
No, but I will say this though. I think my belief is that people don't do the research. People don't do the research before they label things as new, and that's the issue.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. And I hashed out a bunch of OD Enchi Pie stuff, and I'm looking at what's listed on Morph Market as those things. And I'm seeing widely different things. Like you're calling this an OD Enchi Pie, and it's clearly either Enchi or OD.
I don't think you could trust Morph Market's IDs because there's so many wrong IDs out there.
It's not that you can't trust Morph Market IDs. You can't trust sellers because I may not be a real breeder, but half the fucking breeders on this Morph Market don't even know how to ID pastel to pastel pairings.
I mean, that's like Ken had one on earlier that I'm on the fence. I see the blushing, I see the eye stripe, but
are you talking about the Krypton, the possible Krypton one? I don't think it's Krypton.
I mean, I have one that I know isn't Krypton or heck.
Well, I just found the gene that's kind of
it's like
looking on that, it kind of resembles that snake.
Like subtle differences. Like I hatched out a bunch of leopard pastel butters and Mojaves, and the difference is subtle. It's like a little like eye stripe.
Let's just say this. You can tell what people in it for the money and then people are actually in it for the passion of the snakes. The ones that actually in it for the snakes know how to ID, and the ones in it for money you don't really know how to ID.
I don't know how to ID because I buy snakes that look different.
I mean, you try. Here's the difference. You try. You do your research, and then you come to me when you have a question.
Ken tries, and then he adds like 5 more hats and whatever granite genes on top.
I don't add nothing. I code on.
My mono's readers find out.
Well, look it. You can ask anyone about. I can ID almost any snake besides, and I say this, bro. The only two genes that I cannot ID are G-Nex and Sandblast. I will not try. You cannot ask me. I will not. I give up. I just give up on those genes.
I mean, I do have. I got 3 that I got to send you then, Devin.
What?
It's yellow belly or gravel, and I'm like.
That's such a very niche thing, though, because gravel's a little lighter, and yellow belly, in my opinion, adds more contrast. It adds a little bit of darkness, contrary to people's belief. I believe yellow belly is.
I sent to you guys. Like I bought it as just a spot nose. It's clearly not just spot nose hat clown.
It's spot nose vanilla, in my opinion. The head stamp doesn't. We've made a bunch.
But that's what I thought at first too. but I said spot nose vanilla, and I got yelled at by like 100 people. Like, vanilla's not in that. My vanillas don't look that way. And I'm like,
well, I mean, vanilla would have the head stamp, right?
Well, to be fair, it looks like because regular spot nose don't have the head stamp, but it has it's more dark and more wonky. But your spot nose girl has the very much blushier head like a vanilla, but it's not. If it was just spot nose, it wouldn't be like that, in my opinion. And that we'll figure out when we'll figure it out.
That's my opinion too.
For me, I say breed and find out, right? Or shed test at this point. But I mean,
we're pairing her. We're pairing her to a. Oh, God, man. I was gonna say we're. Go ahead.
I'll say this.
The reason why I know it's not just spot nose because her clutch gave me regular looking spot nose with a normal head stamp. And it gave me a normal looking snake with the dorsal coming up on their head. You know, it gave me variations of saying, all right, this is spot nose. This is, I don't know. This is GHI spot nose. I don't know. It gave me things that says it's something else.
I feel that. I will say this. We're pairing her with a black pastel desert ghost. Like, so we're not going to have, there's no, besides head DG, there's no enhancing genes at play. So it's just either going to be black pastel, which is a dark gene, or spot nose, and plus whatever she is. So we'll be able to tell if it's something. Yeah. And then once you figure out what the something is, then you have to go test it and see if it's something that is we already have. And if all the tests comes back negative, then you can kind of say, hey, I might have something. And then you gotta see if there's anything else out there like it before you say,
you gotta run it through all the allelic complexes too to make sure it's, you know, not in a complex.
See, that's why at the end of the day, this girl is worthwhile. She's het high, but at the end of the day, she's a basic normal. And you can throw everything to her. You figure it out. Clean palate. Unless it's, you know, pied.
Well,
I haven't had enough.
But
you said that's what? You said that's what?
A normal het pied. What sucks is, you know, the male that I want to pair to make some more of the stuff I just made is this big. So.
But Ryan from Little Feedings got the male and a female that I think is just a single gene of whatever's in there.
Uh-oh. I knocked over.
So hopefully he grows them up and raises them up and puts them together, and we'll see.
Can't take me off. You're going to find it now.
All right.
Find it.
I ain't never had luck with them Belkin thermostats. They never allow me to get the temperature hot enough to get the heat tape hot enough.
So
what are you saying?
I love the Inkbird ones. Just
so
not
this
for your,
one only goes to one
incubator.
One tub. I have like that on my incubator. I have VE 100s on everything else, and a Herpstat 2 on some of the other stuff.
Disregard.
You know the kind of freaking thermostats I've been using that have never failed on me?
What, Rain Guard? Fucking Rain Guard or something?
Zoomed, bro. Zoomed.
I use Herpstat 2 on everything.
Never failed.
I split it up. I use the
never failed.
The 2-port Herpstat for 2 racks, whatever.
Yeah, I mean the Herpstats are great because they beep at you when you're out of line.
Well, I like it because I can do my incubator and a baby rack on one incubator. I just like that I can separate it. And I like the alarm.
All I got is Zoom it.
I like all the features it has, the ramping, the fucking pulsate. You can change every little aspect of it.
So for
I'm sure the Viv Electronics, whatever, is the same. I mean, I'm sure you can do that with that too.
So each level here is a different heat tape. What I found out, and I think Ken, I was talking to you about it, is that where I don't have this like little Luan piece, or my heat tape is not flat, and I rub, I'm causing issues. So that's why this level is not there. That's why that level's not there. Because I rub.
We've discussed that. You have to recess it. We've definitely discussed
it is recessed.
Well, it's not recessed enough. Obviously, it's not recessed enough.
I've just had a bunch of this red line science tape just fail, which sucks.
I use HVAC.
Wrapping it up here. You guys
HVAC.
No, I mean, like, trust me, Chris from BNS had these racks going for years. So, I mean, yeah, there is some sag. You can see there's a gap. But
you haven't had to change the heat tape?
Oh no, I did it all new. I didn't.
Oh, okay. God damn it! You were making me nervous. I was about to say, do you have a fire extinguisher handy?
I do, but it's outdated. No, well,
it'll still work.
Well, I luck out because, like, for instance, like this one, yeah, the damage is like here, right? What?
Yeah.
Is it back? There's enough of that heat tape left that I can cut it off and put it somewhere else.
My retic is shed, and I didn't feed her this week when she was in shed, and now that she knows that she's actively hunting right now. I'm like, I want to feed you tomorrow.
Come on, take her out, get tagged.
I'll take her out once.
I don't think getting her out's a good idea.
So, you say a retic, mainland dwarf.
A super dwarf.
Super dwarf.
She's a super dwarf. She's a 56.25 Palatilla, 12.5% Jump Paya, Golden Child, 100% double het, Annery purple,
and 1% Garrett's testosterone.
I mean, like, so the biggest snake I have right now is my Central American
she sees my hand. Oh, she wants to take my hand. You want to take my hand, huh?
But the blood will be the most dangerous thing I have when it grows up. But I do want that like big smart snake or lizard.
I'm loving my lizard. I love my little water monitor. That's the best thing I've ever got, honestly.
Yeah, and I had an opportunity years ago to get an Aki. When I say years ago, I mean like 2 years ago.
Oh no, don't get it.
But pet price like $100 for an Aki. I wasn't gonna rate it, but
Aki, you're not gonna get an Aki. You want an impressive list.
Here she is. Look, she's just. Yeah.
Oh, okay, she's nice. I like.
Yes,
you can't be scared. You just can't be scared. You just gotta grab it.
Fuck that.
She's
all in her?
Golden Child, and she's double het, Annery purple. She can make snows. Golden Child snows.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
I just have this feeling that I'm gonna go to Gettysburg, make money, and walk over to Nicole's stable and be like, remember we was talking?
She's 4 feet. She's 4.5 feet right now. Like long. She's just very skinny.
I was gonna say she looks about 5 foot or so.
Yeah, and she's born in April. She's still like a baby, but she's big. She's longer than any.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. You bought a super dwarf and it turns into a medium dwarf.
Well, that's what they said that
super dwarf shit's overrated, man. That super dwarf shit is like.
It's not. It's not. But they said her mom was 11. No, her mom was 10 feet and like 20 pounds, and they say that her dad was like 7 feet and like 8 pounds. So she, in theory, or at least with Garrett Hardo. So I got my reach out. Garrett's the best when it comes to this.
PA fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
He said
That's why I said,
Joe.
What's up, Benji?
Benji, what the fuck?
So I talked to being in Pennsylvania, I've talked to Garrett and Joe.
Yeah.
A lot about like what is the retic I want from you.
Yeah.
Now me, I just want that smart snake that's gonna be on the smaller side of retics.
You want a Madu then? But
And we just never really connected. And then I don't have the enclosure available at this point to like grow them up. So if I get a retake, it's gonna be from him or Nicole.
If you go Nicole does mainland, so that's gonna be a big.
Yeah, that's my other thing. Like Nicole's gonna be like, mainland, you can handle it. But I also have my option of going to Dylan.
Dylan Clary.
For Burmese.
Oh,
so just having that big snake.
I will say this though, when I was in discussion with Garrett and Joe, specifically Joe, I asked them out. I said, "Okay, how longer the parents were, right?" And they told me the parents. They said this girl is. They believe that fully grown with a proper feed schedule, right? Proper feed schedule in the growth, right? She'll be 10 to 12 feet. No, 8 to 11 feet, and 20 pounds at most if I don't overfeed her. Like, you gotta be careful feeding retics. It's not like, oh, don't fish. They will eat themselves to death. So you gotta.
Oh, I got buddies with Hog Island hybrid boas that they're on diets now.
Yeah,
and it's like, wait, these were supposed to be dwarfs. They are full blown red tails. Like,
look, if I were to feed her like a mainland, she'd be 13 feet, 14 feet maybe, obviously. But but it's like you got to balance between feeding her properly and not underfeeding. That's cause right now I'm feeding her a small rat every 14 days, even though I realistically could be doing like a weaned or a large rat pup every week. But I just chose to do small every bi-weekly because it's easier, more convenient.
Right. But, yeah. I mean, like, if you look at if I were ever to get him out because he hates me in my life, my Colombian shorttail or redtail, my boa, he's about 5 to 6 foot long. He's just not gotten that girth yet. He's full grown, 5-6 years old now. But
why are we talking about birthdays in the chat?
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. They just started saying something.
I wanted to be a dickhead and say Jesus was born in December.
I will say this
he was born on Christmas.
I will say this though. If you get a retic, one thing you'll never have to worry about with a retic is they're not eating.
I'm dead sexy.
No, I mean,
right.
Oh, God damn.
The big snakes is
easy there, Benji.
I size down on the rodents.
No, Ken, come on. We've had enough with your truffle.
Here's another thing, bro. The one thing that you won't like about retics is when they get to that size is their poops, because they just gush. They kind of gush, and it's not nice. It's not bad, but it's kind of scary when you first have to start dealing with it.
I mean, I don't want to
mentally scarring her, bro.
Right? I mean, that kind of sucks when you get to that.
What do I say?
I'm
a cancer. I grow on people.
Yeah. Also, yes.
That makes
you know what's going to be exciting? You know what's going to be exciting once you get them up to that size and you have to start feeding them pigs, 1 pound piglets.
All right, I'm ready to end the show. I'm hungry and I got to get to bed. I don't mean to be like, hey, time out. But I've been waiting for the last 10 minutes to say, hey, time out. Let's go. But I'd like to start off all my sponsors. Chris from BNS, The Chipper, Coco to Go, RGI, Static Morse, 217 Pythons, and Big D's Pythons and Geckos. We appreciate your continued support. Anyone else got anything else to say? Thank you, chat, for showing up.
If you're in the Pennsylvania area, please come out to the Gettysburg Reptile Expo on Saturday from
Gettysburg. That's this weekend, Saturday.
I will be selling isopods and ball pythons. My prices can't be.
I got 3 words. I got 3 words, bro. I got 3 words. Beat the Cowboys. That is all.
Oh, you finally bring it up after the halfway through the season?
It's Cowboys week, man. It's
I know it
There are a
is.
lot of Julys in our family.
If you lose,
Me and my two
That
sisters,
game.
2 daughters.
Yeah, we aren't losing that game. It's belt to ass, bro. Hey, I'm a biggest Cowboys hater. I'm an Eagles fan.
I know you Stephen A on crack. But anyway,
Of
if you're
course
in
not, Benji, of
Pennsylvania,
course not.
please come out to the Gettysburg Reptile Expo. I will be there.
Way better than Hamburg.
I will
We
be there.
appreciate y'all.
Vending next to
See you next
one
time.
of the show sponsors, Chris B&S Wild Tripper. Yeah, we'll be with
Tuesday I
Ed
might
Stamp.
have a
We'll have
guest. I don't know.
displays. It's going
I've
to
been
be a great
slacking.
time. Come out.
If I don't see it, I don't see you here. Don't let your meatloaf.
Why is Nick
Or
weird?
let it.